Bonjour à tous et bienvenue à la dernière journée du Congrès conservateur 2018. We're in the home stretch. Hi.
Yep, all that's standing between you and the exit is some Constitution amendments and policy resolutions today. Now, come on, cheer up. If you have to discuss the tax code and the finer points of agriculture policy, there's no better place to do it than here in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
OK, voici la promesse que nous allons vous faire. Nous allons respecter l'horaire établi et vous permettre de quitter à l'heure, si ce n'est pas à l'avance.
A quick reminder for the plenaries later today. Space in the ballroom is limited, so priority will be given to voting delegates. Voting delegates, please arrive on time, and observers, please be patient.
Un rappel rapide concernant les plénières plus tard aujourd'hui. L'espace est limité dans la salle de bal, alors la priorité sera donnée aux délégués votants. Aux délégués votants, veuillez s'il vous plaît arriver à temps et aux observateurs, veuillez s'il vous plaît être patients.
First thing up this morning is the Maple Leaf Awards. These awards recognize the contribution of our volunteers across this great country who simply make our party great.
Les bénévoles sont au cœur même de tout parti politique et le Parti conservateur a la chance d'avoir les bénévoles les plus travaillants, les plus dévoués et les plus passionnés au pays.
The Maple Leaf Awards are a way of recognizing this, but what makes them even more special is that the winners are nominated by their peers across the country.
Les prix feuilles d'érable permettent de reconnaître ce fait, mais ce qui les rend encore plus spéciaux est que les récipiendaires sont nommés par leurs pairs partout au pays. Kara Johnson will be conducting the award ceremony this morning. Kara is not only a national councillor from Ontario, but she also chairs the Maple Leaf Committee. Il s'agit vraiment d'un travail fait avec plaisir par Kara et les membres du comité. Il leur tient vraiment à cœur de reconnaître le travail des excellents bénévoles dans ce parti. On behalf of all of us here, thank you, Kara and team, for all your hard work.
We're also very pleased to have Jill Scheer here with us today to help present this year's Maple Leaf Awards. Not only does Jill have first-hand experience of the contributions that volunteers make to the Conservative Party, she is also a passionate volunteer in her own right. Jill works tirelessly for One Match Canada, a stem cell and bone marrow network that pairs donors with patients who need a transplant. Jill and Andrew's nephew, Lincoln, received a life-saving bone marrow transplant in 2016, so it's a very personal cause for her.
Veuillez regarder les écrans pour voir une courte vidéo à propos de l'histoire de Lincoln et de l'important travail effectué par One Match Canada.
Good job. I'll never forget the day Lincoln got sick. He was my sister's youngest, at the time a beautiful, healthy 3-year-old. My sister Erica and I are extremely close. Between us, we have 9 kids. We live a block apart from each other, and we're constantly at each other's houses. The day Lincoln got sick, our world turned upside down. What started as a routine doctor's appointment for paleness and bruising turned into every parent's worst nightmare. Lincoln had a severe case of aplastic anemia. A virus had shut down his bone marrow. He wasn't producing red cells, white cells, or platelets. A simple cold or cut could kill him. If you're a parent, you know what it is to feel powerless sometimes when it comes to your kids. Waiting for a donor is a special kind of helplessness. Watching my amazing sister and her husband go through that was so difficult. Any of us would have given anything we had to save Lincoln, but none of us could. So we did what any family would do if they're waiting for a miracle. We had hospital room dance parties. Uncle Andrew found a way to get Lincoln to take his terrible tasting medication, and Henry shaved his head in solidarity. And we prayed that out there, somewhere, there was a match for Lincoln. After weeks of blood transfusions, waiting, and praying, we got the call we'd been waiting for. Lincoln had a match. One match in the world. Not only a compatible donor, but a perfect 10 out of 10 match. On September 21st, 2016, Lincoln received his life-saving transplant. Because of this generous stranger, we have our boy back, our beautiful, healthy 5-year-old. I often wonder what would have happened if this anonymous donor hadn't taken the time to register. We think about this angel every day. So how do you thank a stranger for saving your loved one's life? This is how I do it. by telling Lincoln's story, so maybe you'll consider being a donor. If you're between the ages of 17 and 35, you can register. Go to onematch.ca to find out how you can be a miracle to another family, just like ours.
Wow. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing the introduction.
Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jill Scheer, Kara Johnson, and the Executive Director of the Conservative Party of Canada, Dustin Van Voot. Mesdames et messieurs, Jill Scheer, Kara Johnson, and Dustin Van Voot.
You're not supposed to make me cry first thing in the morning, buddy.
Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. Our first awards point to the significant contribution we can count on from the young people in our party. First, we recognize Michael Giesbrecht as Outstanding Campus President for his record of genuine initiative, tackling every challenge with enthusiasm, and forging an excellent relationship between our caucus and his campus. Il n'a pas seulement augmenté le nombre de membres de clubs de conservateurs du campus de l'Université d'Ottawa, mais il a travaillé avec diligence à planifier la relève pour s'assurer de continuer sur cette lancée. Well done, Michael. Next, some of you may have noticed that someone isn't zooming around in his normal position taking pictures at the edge of the stage. Le Montréalais Yankee Pollock brille par son absence, mais il a une bonne raison. Il doit recevoir le prix du bénévole exceptionnel pour les médias sociaux. C'est d'ailleurs la première fois que ce prix est décerné, and Yankee is a very worthy recipient. We've benefited tremendously from Yankee's photography, but also from the numerous social media platforms that he has launched, managed, or promoted. They connect us and significantly amplify the conservative voice. A big like for Yankee and his work. After volunteering on the 2015 campaign, the recipient of the Outstanding Youth Volunteer Award, Zachary Voth, joined the Ottawa Centre EDA Board, serving most notably as Chair of Communications since 2017. Under his direction, the EDA Communications team is already implementing a detailed writ and pre-writ communications campaign. Il sert également au sein de l'exécutif du campus de l'Université de Carleton, et il aide à faire augmenter le mouvement conservateur au niveau provincial. Thank you, Zach. The recipient of le Prix de l'agent financier exceptionnel this convention is British Columbia's William Healy. When Bill's electoral district was redistributed, he became financial agent for both EDAs, and then added on another neighboring EDA, and another, to a total of 8 ridings. And this not to mention election candidates and nomination contestants. Faites-nous confiance. Ce prix reflète à peine la portée de sa contribution pour que les choses soient bien à leur place avec Élections Canada et pour garder nos gens à l'extérieur des prisons. Here's to Bill. Congratulations. Although she could not be with us today to receive it, the Irving Gerstein Award for Outstanding Fundraising Volunteer will make its way to Edmonton for Carol Queering for 50 amazing years of partisan fundraising and frugality. Nous célébrons la constance de ses contributions à notre parti en vendant des billets pour tout événement conservateur qui nécessite une audience. Not even a seriously adverse medical diagnosis kept her from selling more tickets and raising more money for Edmonton Manning's annual fundraiser than anyone else. Congratulations to Carol Queering. And yeah, thank you. In a matter of just months, the recipient of le Prix du Président d'ACE exceptionnel was a driving force in turning a floundering EDA around. Jerry Tavares a mené à l'organisation d'un nouvel exécutif qui est maintenant composé de très fervents partisans du parti et d'extraordinaires nouveaux talents provenant de milieux différents qui reflètent la diversité de la communauté. He worked with an extraordinary CFO to settle outstanding EDA debts and improve their financial situation. This kind of dedicated hard work inspires us all, Jerry. Thank you. Joignons-nous tous pour reconnaître la contribution exceptionnelle de Marc-Olivier Fortin, qui a permis de récupérer un siège que nous n'avions pas gagné depuis plus de 20 ans, avec l'extraordinaire victoire de Richard Martel dans Chicoutimi-le-Viard. Marc avait déjà fait de l'excellent travail à titre de vice-président de notre parti et comme conseiller national senior du Québec. Mais il s'est maintenant distingué en tant qu'extraordinaire directeur de campagne. Et il est digne de se mériter le prix Doug Finley du directeur de campagne exceptionnel. Really. After building a by-election campaign team from scratch, Mark ran an election day GOTV program with more than 60 volunteers and brought us from 4th to 1st place with over 50% of the votes. Doug would be proud of you, Mark. Our leader, Andrew Scheer himself, can attest to the merit of Joan Bayless, carrying the legacy of the David McPherson Award for Outstanding Volunteer. Pendant la durée de vie de notre parti, elle a servi en tant que directrice de campagne, trésorière d'ACE, adjointe de comté, une conseillère politique, une personne de confiance et une véritable amie. The history of countless fundraisers she masterminded and events she planned and marshaled volunteers for speaks to her loyal commitment to our party. I know Jill will take special joy in handing off the award to this gem of a volunteer from Regina Capel. Now to our 4 special recognition awards. Starting at our easternmost shores, Morley Witt's record of service in Newfoundland and Labrador is simply second to none. Son travail au sein des comités nationaux de la Constitution et des politiques, son généreux et diligent soutien pour la gestion de données et des T1 pour toutes les ACE de la province, sa présence infatigable à la rédaction de lettres dans les médias et son développement et son soutien de candidat du PCC forment un tout qui mérite notre reconnaissance toute spéciale à son endroit. Morley has been battling an illness, I hear, but to our delight, he is able to join us here today. Morley Witt. Moving right here to Nova Scotia, we celebrate the more than 5 decades of political volunteering of Elizabeth Walker McEachern. Cela inclut son service au sein de direction d'ACE et l'organisation de levée de fonds, en plus d'avoir inspiré de nouvelles générations de militants politiques avec sa passion, sa détermination et sa générosité. As EDA president, she wisely resolved to engage every board member in an active capacity. Every EDA in Canada would do well to do the same. Here's to you, Elizabeth. Westward now to Sault Ste. Marie and Les Tulloch, who at 91 continues to serve on the board of the EDA. I think so. His lengthy contribution to the Conservative cause as a behind-the-scenes legend includes a personal record of a lit drop to 3,400 homes in one election. 3,400. This is Bill. He's not 91, just so you know. Going door to door in his 80s, Les stumbled and took a face plant for the Conservative team. Ensanglanté, mais pas battu, il a trouvé le moyen de cogner aux portes d'électeurs potentiels et recevoir de l'attention médicale avant de retourner cogner à d'autres portes. Friends, I'm not sure they make him like Les anymore, so we really want to celebrate him. Bill Murphy will accept the award on his behalf. And last but certainly not least, we look to Whitehorse to find the epic contribution of fundraising guru extraordinaire, Michael Lauer. I know. This is not Michael Lauer. For over a dozen years, during which, many of which he also served as national counselor for the Yukon, Michael consistently raised approximately $1 for every man, woman, and child in the Yukon. Michael has been known to say, the #1 reason why people do not donate is because they have not been asked. People donate when they are asked and when they are motivated. Soyons tous motivés pour suivre l'exemple de Michael dans son audace à demander et sa générosité dans le fait de partager ses conseils et son expertise. Michael has a new professional role which keeps him from joining us today, so Jonas Smith, our National Councillor for the Yukon, will accept the award on his behalf. Congratulations to all our Maple Leaf Award winners. We celebrate your example and thank you for your service.
Thank you very much, Kara, and thank you very much, Jill Shear, for taking part in the ceremony. You epitomize the spirit of dedication and selflessness that these awards seek to recognize, and it's just a pleasure to be here and to see the smiles on your face and all the volunteers. We're so happy to see you. Big round of applause for all of this year's Maple Leaf Awards. Vous avez fait honneur à votre circonscription, votre parti et votre pays. I would also like to take a moment now to recognize the contribution of some of our retiring members of National Council. National Council is, of course, elected by you and oversees the running of our party, how budgets are spent, and ensures that all rules are being followed. Les conseillers nationaux travaillent sans relâche pour le Parti conservateur et ils sont dans une petite proportion responsables de notre force partout au pays. Being a national councillor is often a thankless task, so it's only appropriate that we don't thank them. No. Just joking. I thought about that. I was going to just walk off the stage. So in tribute to the service of those who have finished their terms of service, to help me present the plaques, I'd like to call on Scott Lamb, the President of National Council,